Welcome to this edition of Picks premiere episode. Now, usually when you do pick shows, you got some person explains what they're talking about, what the game's about, blah blah. In this episode, I want to tell you about the storylines of the game. I'll give you my picks of all the games for week one, as well as some updates. There's a few things I want to get off before we start the show. One of the things that's I have to point out is about fans. Our fans are great, Teams get pumped up when you see the fans get into the game. And I understand there's 32 teams. Bears, Lions, Vikings, Saints, Redskins, Rams. I mean, there's a lot of fans out there. But see, it gets to a point when it gets a little ridiculous when you start acting like this football team is like your entire life. It's like you get up in the morning and you drink this
green Kool-Aid.
You
brush your teeth with a green toothbrush and green toothpaste.
There you go.
You wear green underwear. You wash your hair with green shampoo. I mean, come on.
The point of the matter is, it's fine to be a fan, but when you start getting all worked up because of, and I'll get to the point. The point of the matter is, I live in Wisconsin. Yes.
So what? Don't make me be a fan.
People think that, you live in Wisconsin, you're a Packer fan. You go to a bar, you gotta wear a Packer jersey, a Packer shirt. If I walked in with Green Bay Packer shoes, Green Bay Packer jersey, everybody would be coming up to me buying me drinks. But if I walked in with a Minnesota Vikings shirt on, walked in with Minnesota Viking pants, all of a sudden I'm a jerk. Everything that I do, it doesn't matter if I saved your worthless life in a fire, I'm a pig because I'm a Viking fan. I see 32 teams. I see, make it 31 different teams that are not acting like that.
But the funny thing is, I'll tell you this. If you were Vikings or Bears in Wisconsin, then you're a jackass. But I can go around and, let's say, wear a 49ers or something, and they don't say nothing. It's always the Vikings or the Bears.
Like I said, the bottom line of the matter is, you guys, and I wrote a comment on my Facebook, telling my aunt, okay, you're a Packer fan, that's your prerogative, whatever. I'm going to put a joke up saying, I think you need some help. And if you guys don't know why I don't like the Packer fan, I don't like the Packers because of the way they treat people. Their organization is ridiculous. It's run by a bunch of monkeys. They're the only team in the National Football League that don't even have an owner. They have a bunch of people buying stocks.
Oh, baby, you should kill me.
I mean, why do you need to buy freaking stock?
I should be thrown to the sharks.
Why is that?
Because I didn't paint my nails green.
No. So, I'm not getting into anybody. You can like your Packers. That's fine. You're loyal.
Yeah.
But I made a post on Facebook saying that the Packer fans are two-faced. They are. And here's why. I remember the days of Don Mikowski. We get this guy. He's so awesome. He has a good game. You guys are all on him. Think, oh, God, he's so awesome. But the minute that he throws an interception, he sucks ass. Get him off the team. First off, you don't run the team. Just because you buy a tenth of stock making you owner doesn't mean you own the whole team. You've got two little Brokeback Mountain bitches running the team. You got little Fat McCarthy and his little buddy Ted Thompson running the team. And those two are a bunch of pricks anyways. Running off with their wives to go on vacation while their quarterback's sitting here studying film. And then when he has a problem, when he's drained physically, you throw him to the wolves and say, fuck you, we don't want you now. Look at Peyton. That brings up my point. Peyton Manning. That's what this whole big story is about this year. Peyton Manning. Is he going to go to the Super Bowl with the Broncos? But see, the difference is Peyton Manning was released by the Colts. He wasn't traded. Peyton Manning plays for an AFC team because the Indianapolis Colts are not threatened by what he does. They hope he does good in this team. See, the Packers were threatened by Brett Favre might be winning in another team and taking them out.
No, because the fucking Vikings will never win because they traded all their good players for that bastard. What's his name that they wanted back in the day?
Oh, Herschel Walker?
Yeah, they traded all the good players for that bastard.
The Vikings' biggest problem is they have veterans on their team, but they keep on putting this rookie in.
They should have kept fucking Moss.
Well, they had Moss for about, a week or so because Favre wanted him. See? That's how much pull the Vikings gave
Well,
Brett
he
Favre.
was on the Vikings before.
He was?
Yeah.
I think they got rid of him though and brought him back though.
Yeah, that's what they did when Favre was there.
Yeah.
He was on there before.
But just the point.
He
You
was,
know, that's how much leverage he had.
I think he was on there for
That's how
1
much
year.
respect he had.
I think he was on there for 1 year.
Yeah. So the point of the matter is, you know what? The problem with the Vikings is simple. They have Christian Ponder. This guy is so damn awesome. They have a guy who's a veteran, name of course, Donovan McNabb.
That's because they
Just
traded
that-
all the good players for that Walker, and then they get him, and he does shitty anyways.
Well, we're talking about the 2012. We're not talking about back
Well,
then.
they haven't got any good players since they had to get that Walker.
Well, you're thinking for all those years they didn't have no more good players?
Well, Moss, and that's
Well,
it.
Moss is the only good player on the team, huh?
Well, he's fucking Michael
Well,
Jordan in the football that
I think
year.
I think Randy Moss is playing for the. I think he's playing for the Niners. I think or something.
Yeah, now they say he's getting too old.
Well, guess what? Maybe the old players are what you're supposed to have. If you look at the Packers that are so fucking wonderful, look who they had: Desmond Howard, Reggie White, Sean Jones. They had fucking Desmond Howard. They had so many damn good players. It's pretty hard for them not to win. The point of the matter is, the storyline today is about Peyton Manning. And I'm not saying I hate Peyton Manning. Actually, I think the Colts are very classy. The Indianapolis Colts, you know, Peyton Manning couldn't play. He decided that he wasn't going to risk his health. His arm was hurt and he couldn't play. He sacrificed the entire season. And maybe the Colts felt that they didn't feel comfortable having him. But at least they didn't say, well, gee, we're going to trade you. We're going to trade you. They were nice enough to let him be released, go to where he wants to go. And guess what? If he plays for a team against you, good luck. That's what you tell your quarterback. Good luck. We hope you do good. Green Bay Packers didn't say good luck. They said, fuck you. We don't want you here. We don't want you next to us because we might beat our ass. So the Packers are a bunch of chicken shits. Sorry. They're a bunch of chicken shits. They couldn't handle that. They could never handle that the Minnesota Vikings would actually beat the Packers and go to a Super Bowl. It would just fucking eat their ass alive. So, the storyline of this year, Peyton Manning. Don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to the game Sunday night, which is the fucking Broncos versus the Steelers. But the one thing I just don't get is why that's all you talk about. Ben Roethlisberger, Peyton Manning. That's it. Nobody else is on the team. There's no wide receivers, no defensive linemen. Nobody. That's it. That's the two people. I understand there's a storyline there. Peyton Manning playing against the best defense. Granted, great. But that's all you're talking about. What does Ben Roethlisberger have to do with Peyton Manning? Nothing. He comes out, he plays, he scores great. Whatever. All I'm saying is that, you know what, the storyline is Peyton Manning. If Peyton Manning fails, everybody's going to talk about, oh, Peyton Manning himself, he didn't do very well. And then there might be Peyton Manning saying, oh, Peyton Manning's good, he did such a wonderful job. The point of the matter, everybody, is that it's Peyton Manning is what it is. You don't think the stuff is kind of screwed up? Let's go back. Everybody plays to get in the championship game. Everybody wants to have that opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. Think about this. Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears. Think about this. Packers are waiting to figure out if they take on the Bears, right? Bears are in the championship game. They're taking on the Packers. The winner gets the opportunity to go to that Super Bowl. The biggest game of your career, right there. Come to find out, the Packers can go to the Bears can go to the championship game. And you know what happens? They choke. Does it make sense you take your third string quarterback and put him in a championship game, the biggest game there is, and he's the third string quarterback is in there? Your starting quarterback is not hurt. Your backup quarterback is not hurt. This is the championship game. You've got backups coming into a game that is the biggest game of their careers. Why would you do that? Because it's bullshit. They wanted Aaron Rodgers, they wanted the Packers in the Super Bowl to prove, to get that monkey off the back. Say, oh my God, he couldn't do it. When the truth is, if you guys believe that was not rigged, then you're all fucked in the heads. You all got a mental disability. You all need physical help, and I will be glad to get you an appointment. And I'm sorry, mate, I am getting heated. This is football. That's what you do. You get heated about your favorite team. But this is not your average, ordinary football game, everybody. Think about this. There's 32 teams. There's Panthers, Eagles, there's Broncos, there's Bucks, there's Ravens. And I've been to those places. I've been to Ravenville. Believe me, I've been to Baltimore. And those people are not nearly like the Packer fans are. They don't go and take jokes and cry about them later. They don't sit and cry and whine, think that they get up and they got to have their coffee and it's got to be green. I mean, seriously. And yes, if you are a Packer fan, you are on drugs. Because you know why? Because I don't sit there and get up in the morning and I don't sit there and drink my green coffee. I don't do that. I don't sit here and listen to the Aaron Rodgers story and Clay Matthews story. It's amazing. Those two are all the big shots. And everybody else is a bunch of nobodies. And I'm going to tell you something. You don't like what's being said, that's fine. But you know what? I'm not you. I don't sit here and support a team that treats somebody that's played for 20-some years, never missed a game. I don't like a team that treats him like shit. And if you guys like the Packers, you like that fat McCarthy, and you like that dickwad fucking Thompson. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I don't like that person, but I still watch them and listen to them. And I still watch them pace back and forth on the sideline. I still watch that little redneck hillbilly fuck goddamn Aaron Rodgers running around. Now, I'm not saying he ain't good. I cannot say nothing bad about his accomplishments. But maybe I can. Because, truthfully, I got to wonder how far would the NFL go in making things look fake. Seriously. I mean, I know you can't fake a great catch, a great pass, but you can fake games. You can have teams, throwing these flags every 2 minutes for stuff that ain't even happening. I've watched the game.
Someone said something bad about my Packers. I'm going to get a knife and stab them.
That's right. I just want to warn America, a Green Bay Packer fan is going to go and slice your tires because you said that Aaron Rodgers is a redneck hillbilly fuck. He's a goat-faced fuck. Now you better watch out because he's going to slash your tires tonight. Or he's going to turn around and key your car because you called their big bad team names. I'm not going to get into this anymore because, this is a show and I'm not going to do this. I've been swearing like crazy. This is supposed to be for fun, and it's not fun. Football should be fun. You should sit down on your couch tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon and watch 32 teams. But that brings up my next topic, folks. Football. Now, technically I only get to watch 2 games. Well, take that back, 3. Maybe even 4. Because I'll be able to watch an AFC game, I'll be able to watch an NFC game, and so I'd get to watch 1, 2, 3, 4 games. Of course, I could watch 32 games, but I forgot the word is prejudice against people.
I'll tell you. Your siblings, they're kind of like they're the Packer fans, okay? And you're the Minnesota Viking fan, and so is your mom. So that's why they can't get along with you two.
Yeah, I wish it was that easy.
Well, that's what I'm not saying they are, but I'm saying that's how they act.
Yeah.
Did you put my stuff in there?
It's right here.
Well, I want my stuff.
Okay, let me...
Shutter?
Okay, I gotta take a quick break. We'll be back.
Shutter?
Alright. Welcome back, everybody, to the debut episode of Picks. I had to take a break because I had to calm myself down. Football's a great team. 32 teams, you're getting excited. And I was getting to a point, like I said in the video you hear, I call her my wife, Sam. My wife, Sam, I'll just say that. She gets heated in some of this topics. But like I said, football fever's here. It's coming. You can feel it coming. You know, we always like to play jokes. Everybody plays jokes on their teams. You know, Vikings, Packers, Rams, Lions, Bengals, Colts. It doesn't matter. You know, people play jokes on other people. That's just what they do.
Who's the people that have the buffalo?
That's the Bills.
They went to my mom's work one time and we got a whole bunch of stickers and stuff.
Cool.
I was like in 8th grade.
So what year was that?
I was like in 8th grade.
Well, what year?
I don't know. 90 something.
So 97
Early
would be
90s.
Thurman Thomas, I think. Yeah, Thurman Thomas was the running back. Jim Kelly would have been the quarterback. Norwood would have been the kicker, I think, back at that
Right
time.
around 93 or 4.
Yeah, so Jim Kelly would have been the quarterback.
93 and 94 or something.
No, okay. Getting back to what I was saying, is I get 5 games. I get an AFC game, an NFC game, and if they have a 3 o'clock game, that would be 4 games. So business starting the season, I'll probably only get about 3 games. You know, what I don't understand is these TV programs. You live in Wisconsin, but you get a Minnesota game, which that's fine. I don't, but I do like the fact I could sit down and watch the Packers get their ass kicked, which they're going to, because they're not that great of a team like you think they are. But I don't understand. I'm in Wisconsin. You're giving me a Minnesota game, and I don't have no opportunities to get a Wisconsin game. Now, it's funny, you go up to Green Bay, of course you get a Wisconsin game. You go up to La Crosse, you get a Wisconsin game. You get up to Milwaukee. Why has he got to be way the hell up there to get a Wisconsin game? You know, and I think what you should do is if you're in Wisconsin, you get a Wisconsin game. If you want the option of getting a Minnesota game, that's fine. You know, it makes no sense. Why do I have a Minneapolis-St. Paul game when I live in Wisconsin? That's like giving the people that live in St. Paul a Packer game. They don't want to watch the Packers. They don't live in Green Bay. That's the point. And then you try selling somebody something for $168 a year to watch a bunch of football games. And here's the ticker: you give you 20 games or 10 games, and you only can watch one at a time. So what good does that do you? You know, you should sit there. Here's something DirecTV should do: have buy per game. Buy per game. Why should you make somebody pay $139 a year for a game and give them all these games that they can't watch at the same time? But here's what you do. You say, okay, we're going to charge you $9.99 a game. You go to the channel you want, you push buy, boom, there's your game. You have the option if you want to buy that game for a year. I understand the channels jump, but you want to buy a Packers season? Buy a Packers season. You know, why should I have 25 games, when I only want watch one team? But that's the way things are. Stupid. $200 for a team you don't want. 10 teams that you don't really follow. But it's nice to have, granted. But why should I spend $139 when I ain't going to watch all those games? Okay, there's a 3 o'clock game, great. Like I said, you just don't understand. You just don't get it. Sorry for walking out the window. The point of the matter is that I think what I'm trying to get out of here is football's here. Football season's here. You can tell when you go on Facebook or any of these places, football's here. People are going to take stuff seriously. And this is my opinion, okay? My opinion on this whole fan thing, I think it's great. It's great to see them get pumped up and do good. But you know what? Don't go overboard just because somebody says something bad about your team. It's a football team. And who cares? You people like you or people hate you. That's what it's about. I'm not going to go crazy if someone says something bad about someone. I'm not going to go crazy and go slash somebody's tires or go shoot somebody in some building because I was mad because somebody said something about my team. Get over it. You guys do need, I'm sorry to say you need help, but anybody who thinks that much of a team needs help. And you think that saying that you're on drugs, that you like the Packers, that's not funny? It is funny. It's funny because you think it's not funny. That's what makes it funny. You think that it's all horrible because you're a Packer fan. I'm not saying that it's wrong you're a Packer fan. I'm saying that you're out of your mind. You support a team that treated a guy who played for 20 years. You treat him like shit. And you support that. So let me put the nutshell on here. Okay, if some of you don't understand why, here's why. Your little buddy Mike McCarthy and his little girlfriend Ted Thompson decided they had to go on vacation with their wives onto the big beach, just sitting on the beach drinking these drinks while their quarterback's studying film for another season. He's studying film, they're sitting on the beach with their wives, so they feel great. Why not? You're with your wife, you're sitting on a beach, having a good old time. Your quarterback's physically drained, just drained, like he just doesn't have no energy. He says, I just need to, he thinks that, he really seriously thinks and doubts this thing. He goes, he gets a rest, all of a sudden he's ready to go. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Son of a bitch. I never get drained. I never get tired. Well, I really feel that I just, See, you guys actually, if somebody told you there was an alien running through the Lambeau Field, you'd believe it because everything you believe. Everything you believe. So, I don't know. I really don't know, folks. I can sit here and go on and on about it. I'm not going to. I really don't know. I'm a loss for words, everybody. I'm going to take a quick break. Don't worry, we're going to finish up this little topic here. I'm going to take a quick break. We do have all this good. I'm going to give you all my picks, who I think is going to win for this week one. This is Picks Debut. We'll be right back after this. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Picks. This is the debut episode of week one of the NFL. We've been talking a little bit about some stuff. But yeah, when you do talk about football and get into football fever, you get very agitated. You get mad about a team. Oh, that was a horrible throw. Why couldn't you kick that ball? Oh, my God, we suck this year. I'm going to recap everything that was said so you know. And I've tried being PG about it. Also, then I'll get my picks for this week as well. So, I was talking about Packer fans being two-faced. And if you didn't understand what that means is when one of their teams all of a sudden is doing a really good job, they're all thinking, oh, we're awesome. But as soon as they throw an incomplete pass or lose a couple games, 2-3 games, they suck. We suck ass. I mean, when all of a sudden, but then they'll go the very next week and say, oh, I'm ready to go, let's go. Thinking that they're going to win the next game, which they're not going to win the next game. If they couldn't win the two before, well, it makes sense they're going to win now. But they just keep on going and getting mad. Oh, you picked on my team. And I don't like that. I also explained the thing about the whole Brett Favre thing, why I think I don't like it. I also talked about Peyton Manning, why I think, this is going to be rigged, this whole Peyton Manning thing. Either he's going to do good or he's going to do bad. And you can't honestly tell me that the referees don't have something to do with this. I mean, if I'm standing there with a flag and somebody gives me a few bills and says, throw more flags. Okay, I'm going to sit and throw a flag here. So I'm just throwing all these goddamn flags. Flag for offsides. Flag for personal foul. Flag for, rushing the passer. Roughing the passer. I mean, all kinds of stupid shit. But you know what? No damn way that happens, but still, you think it's going to happen. And as long as you keep throwing those flags, it has a big bearing on who's going to win this ball game. You don't think it was rigged that the third-string quarterback is in the championship game? The biggest game of your career, the winner goes to the Super Bowl, and you just put your third string in? Because there was rigged. Somebody was paid to do that. And if you guys think that wasn't rigged, then you guys are pretty goddamn dumb. You could sit there and take that championship and be proud of it, then you're pretty fucking dumb. And I know I said I wouldn't swear, but still. So, whatever. We're going to get into that. That's a separate topic. We're not going to get too much into that. It's time for the picks. Now, this week we got some good games here. I'm going to go through all the lists, tell you who I like, who I don't like, just based on what I think. And we're going to start. The first game this week is the Colts going against the Bears. This is a no-brainer for me. No-brainer. I really think that the Atlanta Falcons will beat the Bears. And I'll tell you why. The Chicago Bears, to me, like I just said before, I don't think they're all quite right in the head yet. As long as they got Jay Cutler starting quarterback of the Bears, they're not going to win. And the reason they ain't going to win is because they always think this Cutler is so wonderful, and Jay Cutler is not a good quarterback. Period. End of the story. I picked the Falcons to beat the Bears. I take the back. The Colts to beat the Bears. Sorry. Colts to beat the Bears. Sorry. It was the Colts and the Bears. Okay, Falcons take on the Chiefs. Now, Chiefs, I looked in preseason, hearing about how they are. I don't think they're that great. I really like the Falcons to beat the Chiefs. Eagles, Browns. Tough one. You pick. I'd say Eagles. I think they look, they usually have a pretty decent team based upon everything. Redskins, Saints. I think the Saints got too much shit going on with that whole, bounty thing they put out. I really like to see the Redskins beat the Saints. That's what I believe. The Lions take on the Rams. Well, that's your pick. I'd say the Rams will beat the Lions. Lions just don't ever have a really good team yet. I think they have a pretty good, a couple of good things going. I think just not enough for the Rams. Pats, Titans. Of course, I'm just going to put the Pats every time because of one guy, Tom Brady. Tom Brady could get hit by a lightning bolt, it'd still come out squeaky clean. So I picked the Pats to beat the Titans. Jags versus the Vikings. Well, that's a no-brainer. Jags. As long as you got Christian Ponder being your quarterback at the Minnesota Viking level, you will lose. He is not a good quarterback. I don't care if he's played for 30 years. He's not a good quarterback. You always have the best players, but you still just can't get that formula stuck in your head. You have veterans sitting on the bench while you got a little red-nosed quarterback still playing. He can play 20 years. He's still not a good quarterback. He is not a starter quarterback. He's a good backup, no doubt about it, but he ain't a good starter. You have Donovan McNabb and you put him on the bench, you're not too smart. So no, Vikings, done. Bills, Jets. Well, I'm going to have to pick Jets because of one name. Tim Tebow. That's all they talk about. You know he's going to win. Tim Tebow, I picked the Jets. Dolphins, Texans. That's a tough one. I like the Dolphins, but I think I'm going to say the Texans will win. I like to see the Dolphins win. They're a pretty nice team. Okay, there. Hawks and Cardinals. Hawks, Cardinals. Okay, that would be the Seahawks and the Cardinals. I say the Cardinals. I don't know. Seahawks are nice, but I really like the Cardinals. It looks sounds like the Pukes and the 49ers. And I call them Pukes because they're a bunch of idiots. I like the 49ers. I really like the way they look this year. People think, oh my God, I picked the Packers. Why don't pick them? Because I really think as long as they have the Rodgers, Clay Matthews show, I don't think, because of the swelling heads, I don't think they're going to do as good as they think they will. I like the 49ers in that game. Panthers, Bucks. That's a really tough one. I don't know. I'd say I'd have to pick the Panthers. I think they're a really good team. Bucks are really good, but I like the Panthers. Monday night game, or Sunday night game, Steelers and the Broncos. Good game. I really think now, I really do. I want to see. I can't believe I say this, but I want to see Peyton Manning do good just because of how the Colts were. I want them to eat their words because they got rid of him thinking he wasn't good enough. I'd like to see Peyton Manning win this game just because I don't like Ben Roethlisberger. I think, you know what? Big Ben, fuck Big Ben. If it wasn't for his defense, he's a nobody. So I like to see I do like to see the Broncos. Ravens, Bengals. You know what? That's a tough one. I'd have to say I like to see the Bengals win. They have they have a good team. I like to see the Bengals win against the Ravens. I think that's the situation there. I'm just going to get my cap up because my battery is really getting ready to die here. Cap it off and everything. I think that it's going to be a good season. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. All those games can be fun to watch. Keys, I think, like I said, I like to see Peyton Manning do a really good job against Ben Roethlisberger, show him that he's 100% ready to go. 49ers, I want to see them rip on the Packers. I want them to just, destroy them. I mean, take out Clay Matthews would be first. That would be good. And then just kind of send a message to Aaron Rodgers. I think it would be really a nice situation. I don't want him to get hurt, of course. Just, kind of let him know that, you're the best. Yes, you think you're the best. Well, here we go. But that's as far as that goes. I'd like to see the Lions win tomorrow. I'd like to see them get a good start, be 1-0. Usually in the last few years they've been 0-2, 0-3, so that's a key thing there as well. So that's as far as that goes. So that's my picks for this week. I want to personally apologize to everybody for cursing and swearing in the video. It's the football season. I get a little bit worked up. I just don't like. I think the thing that really set me off before the show tonight was all these Packer fans, people that dramatize football. Football is entertainment. It's not for you to get all worked up over. It's a football game. It's nothing. It means nothing. It means nothing. If you guys take this seriously, I gotta question your ethics. I like Brett Favre. I like the Vikings. But you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna wear little purple socks because I like the Vikings. I'm not gonna sit here and have pictures of Brett Favre hanging on my wall because I like Brett Favre.
What the fuck's wrong with her?
I don't know. She's like looking like, where's that thing? Where's that thing?
I thought she couldn't get in the window. She acts so helpless.
Yeah, well, when she sees something up there. I think it must have been a bird or something. And that was kind of spontaneous. The cat jumped into the window. So, but no, seriously, that's what the situation was. I like football. I even consider myself even an addict at football. I like Brett Favre, but I am not going to go out and put Brett Favre's picture on my fucking my wall just because I like Brett Favre. I like Brett Favre because he's never missed a start in his life, in his career. He's never ever cried because he was injured. A time when he lost his father, instead of just taking time off to be there, he played football. He was out on that field, had the best game of his career, of his life. He never missed that one thing for no reason whatsoever. And instead of getting respect, he got treated like dog crap. And that I don't tolerate. So all the Packer fans, you want to go and cry and whine because you see a little wet thing, a little joke, then that's your problem. I do apologize to my viewers for cursing. I mean, this is supposed to be a fun show, and I apologize. I got a little heated. I will make sure I work on that in the next show. So I want to say thank you to all my viewers. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Picks. We will be seeing you next Sunday for week 2 of the NFL. We'll get the picks. Also, we'll get a storyline of the day, let you know all the latest gossip, what's new with the NFL, and all kinds of stuff. I want to say also thanks to Sam for having her input as well on the situation, and I appreciate it. So from everybody here at Picks, we'll see you next week for week 2 of the NFL picks as well. And it's going to be interesting to see what's the deal with Peyton Manning. Of course, updates on him. Of course, we're talking about the pukers. We always have to talk about pukers. They never get fucking ridiculed there. But that's a separate story. Well, I better get going. I want to say thank you to all my viewers. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Picks. I'll see you next week for Picks for week 2 of the NFL. Until then, everybody, have a good day. So long.